Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of equations and inequalities. This is standard 7.11a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 27 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we are looking for a solution set, not the answer, because we're not dealing with an equal sign. We're dealing with an inequality here. In this case, we've got a greater than symbol. So that means our answer is going to be a range of numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to treat this like a regular equation in regards to how we simplify and how we find the answer. We'll just treat it like an inequality at the very end. And so what we do is we start with our order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. What we do is we go in reverse. So when we're simplifying an expression, we always go from the top down. But when we are trying to solve, we try to break apart by isolating this variable, and we do it from the weakest operations first. So in this case, we've got addition. We've got a plus 40 right here. And we've got a multiplication, because this is actually -8 times x. Anytime you see a number next to a letter, that means you're multiplying. So our weakest is going to be right there. So that's addition, plus 40. So we're going to use the inverse operation, subtraction. So if this were balance, right, we're going to have to do something to one side of our expression, minus 40, which means we're going to have to do the same thing to the other side in order to keep it balanced. So I've got a -8x greater than -16 minus 40. So when you subtract, so here if I got a number line, right, here's 0, it's -16. Remember, subtract goes this way. Now I'm going to subtract 40, so I'm going to go a big jump over here. It's almost like adding. So I'm just going to add 40 and 16. It's going to be -56. When you subtract from a negative number, it's like adding. You just keep it negative. So I've got -8 is greater than -56. This is where we need to look at our multiplication. It's -8 times x. So the inverse operation is going to be divide. So if we multiplied by -8, we're going to divide by -8. Now this is where we need to keep in mind that this is an inequality. Anytime that you divide or multiply by a negative number, you need to flip the inequality. And I'll show you on a solution set in just a moment. So x is not going to be greater than. It's going to be less than. Negative divided by negative makes positive, so just think, what is 56 divided by 8? 7. So x is going to be less than 7. So let's take a look at that right here. So here's my solution set. Here's 0. Here's 7. So it's going to be less than. So if I were to graph this, I'd put an open circle, right? And it goes all the way over here. So it goes over to the left. So anything less than 7. So let's test this. All right, let's just test. Always when you test it, make it easy. So let's just test with 0. So -8x plus 40 is greater than -16. I'm going to copy the original. I'm just going to put in 0. All right, so that's just going to make that cancel itself out. Make it easy as possible. Zeros are great. 40, guess I could keep it positive, is greater than -16. Yeah, that works. Now, what happens if I put the 7 in there? Because I'm not supposed to include 7. Watch this. So -8 times 7 plus 40 is greater than -16. So -8 times 7 is -56 plus 40 is greater than -16. So -56 plus 40 is actually -16. -16 is not greater than -16. So our solution set is correct right here. It's x is less than 7.